Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Little Game Helper, the show where we take a look at tabletop RPGs, board games, card games, and all the little tricks that help you get them to the table. Today, we're diving into a game that has built a passionate following thanks to its fast-paced gameplay, simple mechanics, and the focus on action. We're talking about IC RPG 2nd Edition, also known as the Index Card Role-Playing Game, created by the folks over at Runehammer. If you've ever looked at a giant RPG rulebook and thought, I wish there was a way I could get to the fun faster, then IC RPG might be exactly what you're looking for. At its heart, the Index Card Role-Playing Game is a fantasy and science fiction role-playing game built around speed and simplicity. The game uses a classic D20 rollover system. Roll D20, add your bonuses, and try to beat a target number. If you've ever played a fantasy RPG before, you'll recognize the basics almost immediately. What makes this game different is that it strips away a lot of the complexity that can slow the game down. Instead of spending time looking up charts, modifiers, and obscure rules, the game focuses on action, momentum, and keeping everyone engaged. The philosophy is simple: get to the adventure. One of the biggest strengths of the IC RPG is how quickly characters can be created. The 2nd edition includes 18 character classes spread across 2 very different settings. Want to be a fantasy hero exploring ancient ruins? We've got you covered. Want to be a sci-fi survivor scavenging through a dying galaxy? They're covered there too. Character creation is quick enough that a group can often sit down and start playing the same night. For busy gamers, that's a huge advantage. 2 worlds, 2 very different adventures. So let's talk about settings. Alfheim. The first setting is Alfheim, which I'm probably pronouncing wrong. This is the fantasy side of your game. You'll find dark fortresses, ancient magic, dangerous creatures, and legendary heroes. It's fantasy, but with strange and sometimes eerie atmosphere. The world feels old, mysterious, and full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. You think ancient ruins, magic relics, and dangerous quests. Then we have Warp Shell. This setting throws players into a cataclysmic science fiction universe. Civilizations are struggling to survive. Space travel is dangerous. Resources are scarce. Adventure can be found among ruined space stations, hostile worlds, and forgotten technologies. It's a dramatic shift from fantasy, but the rules support both settings. This means your group can switch genres without learning a completely new system. One of the mechanics many people associate with ICRPG is the room target. In many RPGs, every challenge might have a difficulty number. In ICRPG, the entire scene or room often shares one target number. Need to climb a wall? Beat the target. Dodge a trap? Beat the target. Hit a monster? Beat the target. This keeps the game moving because everyone at the table knows the number they're trying to beat. Less math, less rule checking, more adventuring. Another feature that RCRPG fans love is timers. A timer can represent almost anything. Maybe the dungeon is collapsing. Maybe guards are approaching. Maybe a magic portal is closing. The timer counts down and creates urgency. Players suddenly stop debating every tiny decision because they know something bad is coming. It's a simple mechanic, but it creates excitement almost instantly. Loot matters. ICRPG puts a huge emphasis on loot. Characters grow not only through their abilities, but through the gear and treasure they discover. Find a magic sword? That's exciting. Recover an ancient relic? That changes what your character can do. Loot becomes a part of the story instead of just another item on a character sheet. Many players find this approach makes exploration feel especially rewarding. A GM section worth reading, even if you're never going to run ICRPG. Many game masters buy the book for its GM advice. The core 2nd edition includes a large section dedicated to running better games. Topics include encounter design, story structure, adventure creation, room design, session pacing, improvisational techniques. One famous concept are the 3 T's. Without giving away the entire section, it's a practical framework designed to keep adventures exciting and focused. The advice is written in a direct, energetic style that encourages GMs to take action instead of overplanning. Monsters ready for action. No RPG is complete without a monster. Second edition includes 23 unique creatures ready to challenge adventurers. What makes these monsters interesting is that they have special mechanics that make encounters memorable. Instead of simply being hit points, they're designed to create exciting situations at the table. And yes, some of them absolutely want to eat your characters. Miniatures included. One of the coolest features of this edition is including printable miniatures. The game comes with dozens of heroes and monsters arranged on printable sheets. Print them, cut them out, put them on the table, done. For groups that enjoy visual combat but don't want to spend hundreds of dollars on miniatures, this is a fantastic bonus. Who's the game for? ICRPG is a great fit if you want fast character creations. You prefer rules-like gameplay. You enjoy fantasy or science fiction. You like action-focused adventures. You want less bookkeeping and more play. You are a new GM looking for practical device. ICRPG 2nd Edition takes many classic RPG ideas and trims away the parts that slow gameplay down. The result is a game that's easy to learn, quick to run, and packed with useful tools for both players and game masters. Whether you're exploring mysterious islands, surviving among the stars, or hunting treasure, battling monsters, or simply looking for new GM techniques, there's a lot packed in this book. So thanks for listening to The Little Game Helper. If you've played ICRPG, I'd love to hear about your favorite loot item, monster encounter, or near disastrous timer countdown. Until next time, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, or our website, thelittlegamehelper.com. Keep rolling dice, keep telling stories, and keeping helping those little games find a place on your table.